guys are hearing me good. This is the Source Experience, the news, Bashar News. So today, let's go over here to Twitter so we can pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up, man. This right here really shook the boxing world up a little bit. Um, but this was coming, man. My man does what he wants to do, right? He does what he wants to do, right? He does what he wants to do. But I want to discuss this right here. Let me sit this down here. Feel free to share this. Feel free to let them know. Let the haters know that look, we turned up in here. I got a lot of paperwork done. I don't got no notes, y'all. Unfortunately, no notes. Because I was in here, you know, trying to get this paperwork done. These people trying to give me a hard time, right? Let me speak on that a little bit right now, right? I'm making the transition to doing other things, right? So they want to know your experience, right? So a lot of times when I was doing things from since back in the day, I didn't have the paperwork on a lot of this stuff. So, but now we're moving and grooving forward, right? And when you hear me say these things, I'm so serious with this. That's why a lot of YouTubers and content creators, I really don't even fuck because they're so far this way in the back and the rear that they don't even really understand what's going on. So a lot of times now moving forward, working with fighters, I want something in writing because when you have things in writing, what I'm going through now, you don't have to go through because just like I hit up one of my partners on the West Coast, right? And I said, yo, can you do me a solid, shoot me an email or email somebody a professional reference, being that you have that status now. You already have that status because they trying to tell me because I don't have nothing in writing that um, I'm not doing what God don't let you work. So my state is a little different, but it is what it is. A lot of that's being taken care of now. But I want to get over here to this right here, right now. The motionless are in the uproar. The motionless, right? That's what I call these people. If you want to hear with an opinion, you're motionless, man. You got to start doing. Be a doer, right? But Chris, just let me know whenever you're ready to jump on after I finish this topic, right? So it was the whispers are no longer whispers. Here it is right here. Can y'all see that? They are finalizing a fight for Edgar Berlanga and who? Canelo Alvarez. So Edgar Berlanga, shout out to him and Keith Conley. Keith Conley gets it done again. This is his second fighter. Because remember, Danny Jacobs got a Canelo Alvarez fight. So, it's all about connections and relationships. But Edgar Berlanga has hit the Canelo Alvarez lottery. And they are looking at September 14th at the T-Mobile Arena. Now, this all comes out on the heels of what else? Remember, I was speaking about the August fight that they alleged was supposed to be having for Caleb Plant. From what I'm hearing, that fight is canceled now. And I am also hearing that the PBC might not get saved, as I reported yesterday. So it's important that I come on here and I speak on that. That the PBC might not be getting saved now from the Turk. And that's bad, right? But when you think about it, it's kind of obvious because remember, these are the same guys that could not They could not do deals without Al Heyman, right? So if Al Heyman doesn't sign off on all of his fighters being allowed to partner up with the Turk, I guess it's no go. But I thought it was going to be a go because I heard. See, that's why you got to be careful stuff that you hear. But this guy, he's connected. He's what when you think about it, he is connected. But your guy made a move without Al Heyman. Now that I think about it, he made a move without Al. So these other guys, I don't know if they can. But shout out to Edgar Berlanga. He hit the sweepstake, man. The Canelo Alvarez fight. And a lot of people are upset about this, right? With this, like the people that's really upset, like, what do you do? Like, are you valid? Right? Are you valid? Are you somebody that just sits online for hours and just, talks about boxing? Are you valid? Like, what do you bring to the table? Like a lot of you guys that sit on the internet, right? And you talk boxing, you don't even pop your head out to cover it. You know, like I did a post yesterday. Like we're gonna go to the gym real quick. I'm not gonna stay on that long tonight because I want to go to the gym. But I did a post yesterday, right? Because it's like now that I'm shedding and I'm transforming, I'm really popping my shit now, and I'm popping my shit in the form of like I want to see you guys motion. A lot of you big hoopers and hollerers on this internet, where's your motion at in the community? Later for all what you do on the internet. A lot of you guys do a lot of smoke and mirror shit on the internet. But, and the reason why I'm emphasizing this is because we just watched Bud Crawford's send off, right? And, you know, some of the content that came out, it was eye opening for me because I'm like, damn, if this is where you're from and this is the type of access that you're getting, what is your motion really like? Because you're on the internet, you do have internet motion. People be on your shows, they fuck with y'all, but why aren't Bud and BNB fucking with you? That was eye opening to me. So some of the content that I seen this week, and that's why I stated what I stated. I said, damn, if you're not really popping in your community, right? Later for what you do on the internet. Because like I said, a lot of guys be popping on this internet, right? But you say, yo, all right, show me what you do. Show me your motion. Some of these guys can't. They can't, and they know they can't. That's why they scared to pop out over here now, man. They don't even come around. And in a second, they really not gonna come around. Once I get all this, you see these papers and all this, once I get all this paperwork and all that situated, they're really gonna be hiding, Because you can't even hide no more on the internet, man. If you don't got nothing going on in this direction, everything you got going on is in that direction, like that's not the vibes, man. But shout out to Edgar Berlanga. Um, he won the sweepstakes, man. Canelo Alvarez is the prize, man. I know people want to see Bud. They was trying to, apply the pressure to probably get Bud. I don't, Canelo does what Canelo does, man. And listen, contrary to what you guys want to say, and I want to be on the record and state this is going to be a big fight. I'm just being honest with you guys. Like the ones that's going to jump online and try to downplay this fight, right? Listen, you guys blow no whistles, you guys move no needles, and you guys support nothing. Whereas Edgar Berlanga is going to have a whole Boricua, Puerto Ricans behind him. Canelo Alvarez already got the Mexicans. It's going to be a big fight. So regardless of you YouTubers that sit online for hours and hours with 300, 400 in your chats and all that, you guys move no needle. That is why Edgar got the fight. That is why Edgar got the fight, man. Unfortunately. That is what it is. He said, Keep cooking the sauce. I will let you know. All right, appreciate you, Chris. You know the vibe. Shout out to my guy Christopher White. He is a Team Jones, Team Tucker, Shanu's boxing member. He's one of the producers of my show. Because this is, this is just one of the many things that I got going on. And in a second, like you already see the other stuff. Like I'm licensed to carry in multiple jurisdictions and states, as far as when I do security and bodyguard work, right? But I'm about to be licensed to do other things in many states as well. And once all this gets situated, I will make a major announcement on that as well. That's why I've been saying, and I've been sticking to what I've been saying. Like, if you want my goods and services, we have to do everything the right way now. Everything has to be done the right way now, especially what I got going on. I just can't, because like I said, these people now are really starting to get nervous. I see it, right? And they are trying to do whatever they can to continue to be gatekeepers, because now they realize that the overall motion was never a content creator. It was never to be like these guys who do nothing. I have bigger endeavors and bigger goals, and those goals are starting to come to fruition now. But hey, what do I know, man? But for those that's over here, it's a couple over here, a couple over here. What's your whole thoughts on this Edgar Berlanga? How are you feeling about that? How do you guys feel about that, man? I know a lot of you guys are probably disappointed, but how do you feel? You know, how do you feel? Chris said, keep cooking. Shout out to my boy Tom in the building. I see you over there as well. Good brother. Appreciate the likes. The likes is up over here, man. I got 4 over there on the behind the source. Y'all like this new setup too? Look, I bought this out. This is like a fan for the gaming laptop, so it doesn't freeze up. It keeps it nice and cool. We got some options over here. Let's get Coach Reen in here. What is Coach Reen is just? I don't want you. Hold on, let me shut her down real quick. Yo, stop. No. Had to shut her down, man. Like you don't bring your own devices down here. Bring your own devices down here. Do not. I think I got the TikTok back on that phone over there, so she might be doing TikTok. Hey, give me that phone, man. I don't want you doing TikTok on that phone. Watch. Shut her down real quick. Toad, what's going on, good brother? Hey, I don't want you on TikTok on my phone. Nah, let me see.
This was YouTube.
Let me see. Let me see.
This was YouTube.
Say what's up to the people. They can see you. This one is on too.
Hi.
Say what's up.
TikTok. No, Instagram. TikTok. Don't listen. All your stuff. See?
Yeah, I'm just making sure. There goes my guy Christopher White in the building.
Christopher.
You are live in Iraq on the set. What's going on, good brother?
Christopher doesn't work.
Everything's good, Sauce.
Yes. What's going on, Chris? How are you this evening? Or this afternoon and shit? Well, no, it's about afternoon over there for you. 3:30ish in the west.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, what's your thoughts on this whole Edgar Berlanga? Edgar Berlanga hit the sweepstakes, man. How do you feel about that? Yeah, take this. Go ahead.
Hi, Christopher.
How you doing, Coach? How you doing?
Good.
Um, Congratulations to Belinga.
Yeah, he hit the
Man.
lotto, man. That's a come up. Close that door for me, please. Thank you. He hit the, he definitely hit the lotto, man. He hit the lotto. You know. Now I've been looking on Twitter. You know, a lot of people are upset. Yeah, they upset. Cigar Talk, shout out to Nazi. Nazi said, I think Belega has more of a shot being Canelo than his last few opponents. Not as bad of a fight as some of y'all are making it. Um, Edgar, you see right here, Edgar pointed the anointed one. Edgar knows he's about to get millions and millions of dollars, man. You know?
Yeah.
Look, that's it. Everybody's talking about this. Rick Glacier tweets, he won, Canelo paid that. Yes, that's what I said. That is the lotto. But look at this. This is what I want to highlight this though, right, Chris? Because yesterday I jumped the gun. I spoke about how the PBC was being saved and all of that. It's not looking like that right now. And as you can see, it's also looking like with them about to get like Edgar and what's the name fight in September, they have no money for the other fight. The Caleb Plant fight that, these YouTubers were reporting that I said never was announced. But now it looks like that fight is off the table because they have to have the money for Eggy, Eggy and Canelo, man. You know. But I
Yeah.
was looking on Twitter to see what any of these other guys were talking about. But go ahead, Chris. You have the floor, brother.
Sauce, you be checking out my Instagram, right?
Of course. You send me some good stuff that I use. I use a lot of the content.
And I was just thinking, man, we going back kind of like with the Tank and Frank fight, right? And
Yes.
Tank, he was talking a lot. He was talking about he wanted to fight Shakur, he wanted to fight Errol Spence, he wanted to fight Floyd Mayweather. Did he
Yes.
say that?
Yeah, remember, because they was going back and forth. Him and Floyd was beefing. That's correct. That is correct. He did want to fight those guys. That is
And
correct,
then,
Chris.
so when why I'm bringing it up is because Floyd Mayweather, when Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford was fighting, right?
Yes.
He was saying that he was the PBC, right?
Yes.
If you don't talk about Al Heyman and blah blah blah, I'm Al Heyman, whatever he was saying, I'm PBC, so right?
Yes, that's correct. And you know the reason why he was saying that, right? It's because it's alleged that Al Heyman owes him $100 million. That's a lot of
Oh,
money. It's a lot of money. So
it
that's
is.
why he was saying that he's owed. And that's just Floyd. So imagine some of these other guys that trusted Al as the investor. Al was the businessman. You know. But yeah, that's
Yeah,
an accurate point you brought up, man. But like I said, the PBC is they're dead in the water right now, man.
yeah,
I,
yeah.
I, I jumped the gun, right? Because I said they was gonna announce their what's the name, but from now what I'm hearing is they can't because a lot of these guys. Look, I'm showing the paperwork because I don't know if you can see it, right? A lot of these guys, the paperwork that they got with Al Heyman, they are in slave contracts, 12 years of
Oh,
slaves, so they can't really do it absolutely anything. They can't do a damn thing, Chris. So I don't know, man. I don't know, man. He
but
said, I got a good question over here from Toby. Maybe you can answer this, man. Chris is out there, man. Chris is on the west side. Al somewhere on the west side, the last they seen. He says, has anyone seen Al Heyman since December yet? Yo, listen, I was watching an Amazon Prime fight. Al Haymon was at the um, Paul Williams, what's the name fight? He was all in the front row. This is when he was visible. When Paul the Punisher Williams got knocked out by the Argentine, Al Haymon was there. I don't know where Al has been since. He's just been in hiding. But have you seen him, Chris? You're on the West Side.
Last time, I did call for the Ghostbusters, but they said they didn't find them yet. So, you know,
Yeah,
that's all I know.
he's like Al Heyman, aka Harrison Ford, is a fugitive. He's like Harrison Ford in The Fugitive and Wesley Snipes in U.S. Marshal. He's a hard target to find, man. He's a hard target, man.
Absolutely.
He's a hard one, but maybe you can find him out there in the UK, Toe. This guy's he's a what is that movie? I love that movie. Remember the movie The Jumpers? He's a penitent, right? Is that the name that they call him, like The Jumpers? He's a jumper. He's all over, man. You know, Al is all over, man. But man, these guys are upset that Edgar got the fight, man. Maybe they put out a petition, boycott Sal's, right? maybe these YouTuber internet radicals will boycott Sal. Like I said, like I told earlier, I don't know if you heard me say this, Chris. I said regardless of what the YouTubers feel, huh?
I wonder if we can go shopping.
No.
I have a filter.
Okay. Well, with the YouTubers, right? I don't think that they are going to even matter because Edgar Berlanga is going to bring Puerto Rico and Canelo brings Mexico. So the YouTube community is the pirates. They are the thieves. They are the guys that don't even support boxing. So it's regardless of what they're going to be crying about for the next month and a half or 2 months before this fight date, it's not going to matter. But go ahead, Chris.
But is everybody is all the YouTubers and the fans and the casuals, are they saying that is it a cherry pick sauce or?
Of course, that's what they're saying. Of course, that's what they're saying. But who hasn't been a cherry pick for Canelo, right? What about John Ryder? What about Caleb Plant? What about Jamel Charlo? Like now, all of a sudden, no, this is what Canelo does. Right? This is what he does. So why should people feel any different? I think the reason why they're feeling different is because now they know that regardless of what you come on YouTube and say, what type of content you put out, how much you talk about him, he's still going to move how he wants to move, and they're going to give him the money.
Yeah.
What do you feel about this? Look, this is what Shakur tweeted yesterday. I want to, now that I got you on, we could talk about this. He said, one thing I learned about boxing fans is y'all going to have some negative to say regardless. 1 minute he's a clout chaser. Next minute he's quiet. He's scared. I'm ready to fight any and everybody. Ain't shit changed. Negotiations don't happen on Twitter. This is just a exciting app to take let's get to the whole tweet. He said to take a little shit. The internet is not real. My time is coming and my dreams are near. That is what Shakur tweeted. Who does Shakur sound like right there, man? Shakur, man, you gotta give me my props, brother. I'm just saying, I don't know. You're saying that the internet's not real now. It's a lot of smoke and mirrors. Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead. You got the floor. What do you feel about that, though? What Shakur saying about how negotiations aren't done on Twitter? And I know a lot of people don't get that because a lot of people think that they control the narratives on Twitter and YouTube, and that's why these guys laughed at me. But as you can see from this paperwork that I got right here, I am not only running laps on them, I'm making the transition. And they're really going to be sick in a second, man.
You do the damn thing. That's the
Yeah,
difference.
yeah, it's facts. But
And
what do you? Go ahead,
more,
Chris.
um, you know, it's true. It's like I heard something. I was looking at Blue Blood, right?
Yeah,
Today.
shout out to Blues Clues. I call him Blues Clues because all he drops is clues that for the fools. Blues Clues for the fools, man. But shout out to that brother. Hopefully he's he makes a transition. Because remember he was an executive. He was saving boxing. Now he's back to Blues Clues, dropping for the fools.
But yeah, I was looking at Blue Blood, but he gave me a flashback, right? You know
Yeah,
when Devin Haney and Shakur are supposed to fight, right? Now, I know
yes,
everybody's talking about Tank and Shakur supposed to fight, and they said something about he's supposed to made 8 million, right?
yeah. I remember that, man. I remember that, yes, Chris. Why did you take me back? You just gave me a chill, one of the dumb chills, like, ugh.
On
Like, you
had
know,
you
you know. Shout out to WCS in the building. Go ahead, Chris.
that wasn't true.
No,
And then they talking about he rejected 6 million. I was like, damn, what all these numbers coming from? You know what I mean,
yeah,
on YouTube. I'm like, when the fight happens, the fight's gonna happen. You know what I mean, Sauce?
absolutely,
They gonna sit
absolutely.
down. They gonna get the fight done if they want to fight. So
Absolutely.
I look at it like sometimes the YouTube people talk about, oh, this what Shakur should do, this what Tank should do, this what Shakur has to do. No, let them when they want to fight, let them fight. But I don't want to
Absolutely.
wait for 4 or 5 years to get the fights that I want to see. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. I want to see the best fight the best.
Wait, Chris. You don't want to see another Bud Crawford, Earl Spence. You don't
No,
want a 5 year build up.
no, I don't like that, man. No, I do not want to wait 5 years of all this capping and all that. You guys are boxers. You guys supposed to fight. Let your
Well, maybe now. Listen, with Turkish Ali, you know, coming to the table, and he's going to be funding a lot of these fights. We might get some of these things, man. You know, we might get some of these things, man. And I brought that up earlier in Fanon's chat. Fanon actually acknowledged my comment, but he tried to act like he didn't know what I was speaking on. When I said, "Yeah, what do you think about this new league of boxing?" 'Cause that's what it is. It's a new league, man. You're gonna have Matchroom, Golden Boy, Queensberry, and Top Rank, basically all under one umbrella. That's a new league, man. You know, and unfortunately, the PBC, they got to work out some things, man. But if they had proper paperwork, maybe those guys over there could have had options. But maybe they
absolutely.
still can, maybe they still can. But as of now, I jumped the gun. But you see, I'm on here saying that I can admit to it that I jumped the gun, and those guys don't really, they're not a part of that, the Turkish, budget plan, big budget plan, not a budget plan like big budget plan, though, man. But go ahead, Chris. You have the floor.
Hey, I just but I wanted to say, man, I would like it'll be a history fight to me if Tank did fight Mayweather though. I think that'd
Mm,
be a pay-per-view $1 million history thing.
Yo, look,
So,
I'm, I'm gonna say
but they
this.
don't have
Listen. After what we just watched with Jake Paul, right? Where boxing is at, right? I don't,
uh-huh.
the old me, I would say, you know what? That's bullshit. It's a bullshit fight. Floyd is like 50. He's old, yada yada. But look what Jake Paul does. Jake Paul was going to fight Mike Tyson, and if Mike Tyson didn't have the medical problems, this fight would have went through. So I don't, it is what it is. It's all entertainment, right? And I'm pretty sure they'll sell too.
Remember Manny Pacquiao's coming back too.
Exactly. That's why you won't get me on here shit canning none of this shit no more. Because boxing is one shit show. When you have content creators with no motion thinking they're valid, why can't the fighters just do circus activity? This shit is just one big circus. It's just one big circus, man. Toby said, how can a person on YouTube advise a fighter on a multi-million-dollar deal when they probably haven't even bought a house yet? Man, great question, Toby. And I'm going to elaborate on that, man. How can these guys advise fighters when you witness some of these guys just sitting around doing absolutely nothing? Like, dude, you doing nothing. What are you into? What are you into? Do you have a job? Do you have a career? Do you have anything going on other than coming on and dressing up your living room or your garage? Or some of y'all don't even have that, like Toby just said. But yet you're advising what we're attempting to, because in order to advise fighters and shit, you really got to be in motion, hands-on, doing things. But some of you guys are sitting on a computer without a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, trying to advise fighters who fight for 7 figures. Great point, Toe. But how do you feel about that, Chris?
I don't like it. I think they should shut their mouth with all that talking that all that just Google talk. They ain't really, no, I don't like that, Sauce.
I don't either. They be talking gibberish. I had a person tell me about Shakur Stevenson, right? And I was like, yo, not for nothing. He's about to fight. Why don't you pitch your idea to him? Right? Since, he look, and it's funny now. They can't even pop out no more because after they said all of that about Shakur has went on to be the most talked about fighter, right, on the internet. He's, he walked away from $15 million. Look, and then it might have been a smart play, right? Because look, now Vasily Lomachenko's off the table. So just imagine if Shakur Stevenson had signed that deal, he would have been fighting Tank Davis if this fight does matriculate for only a guaranteed of $3 million and whatever they work out on the back end.
Yeah.
So now maybe he might be in a better situation if he does get that Tank Davis fight. Because if he signed that 5-fight deal, it was a 5-fight deal for $15 million, which roughly is $3 million guaranteed. So he would have got $3 million guaranteed minimum for Tank. That's, probably a bigger fight than just $3 million. Wouldn't you think that, Chris? Like, we don't really know, but from what we hear on the internet, Ryan Garcia made $30 million fighting him. Frank Martin got, I think they said Frank Martin got like $2 or $3 million. So if Frank Martin got $2 or $3 million with no belts, no nothing, shouldn't Shakur get more than 3, right? He has a belt.
Absolutely.
So that's, But go ahead, Chris. Go ahead. Thank you for that comment, Toby, as well. Appreciate you. Shout out to the UK. I said they love me in London, Larry.
I did want to a little bit like touch up on the Shakur, the Keyshawn, and the Ryan conversation.
Me personally, I loved it, man. I'm glad you shared that with me. I loved it, man.
I mean, I love it too, but some people, they like, I didn't like it. He should have checked Ryan, and
Yeah, listen, look, you know me, man. I'm just laid back with this shit now, right? It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Yo, when Bill Haney parades him around and plays the shenanigans game with him, oh, it's all good, right? It's all good when Bill's up there. Ryan, what did you do this? And it was all good. The moment he got on there with two active fighters, right? Like last time
Yeah.
I checked, Bill's not getting in the ring, right? Is
Right.
Bill is Bill taking the medical physical to fight? No, he's not, right? But yet it's cool when he's doing the shit with Ryan, right? But when two guys who potentially fight him or are active fighters are on social media with him, it's a problem. That's why I said social media is just a cesspool, man. It's a cesspool of fake individuals who have no real life motion. They come on the internet, they try to stir shit up, but it's like, what are you stirring up in life? Like,
Yeah.
where are you at in life with it, man? But great point though, Chris. And then, like I said, that was good. It was entertaining because to me, when Shakur said to him, it was so Newark, New York, East Coast. When he said, "Yo, who's that fat nigga, man?" You probably sending him to the store. Yo, I fell out. I was like, "Oh man, that's hilarious." He does got a
Oh,
little store runner right there. He said, "In the
because
UK, they're saying them who can do, them who can't talk about it." Man, talking toe.
I wanted to say though, Sauce, that before the Haney and the Ryan fight, right? So everybody was talking about it. That he called Ryan. He said, "If you win the fight, are you gonna fight me?" Right.
Mm, yes. Yes, that was
So
that,
what?
that was another thing on Twitter. That's correct.
So basically, what Shakur did, he wasn't coming to because Ryan, he said his racist remarks and everything like that. Cool, and it wasn't cool, but he was just wanted to say, man, you said you was going to fight me. Are you going to fight me? Right. But everybody
Yeah.
act like they wanted him to like check him. Like, I didn't understand that. Like,
Yeah,
at the end of the day,
they wanted him to check him because, like I told you, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when they do it, right?
yeah,
Ryan jumped on their wave, right? Because
right.
that was Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis's live, right? That wasn't
Yep.
Ryan Garcia's live. See, look, we got to point that out. Who jumped on whose wave, right? But yet they got mad, right? These internet guys do. They get mad. But like I said, when Bill Haney was out here front and center on platforms with Ryan, it was all good. It was all good, man. These internet nobodies are cornballs, man. They're cornballs, man. When the narrative doesn't go their way, and they and it is what it is, man. They're cornballs. Shout out to Bruce Gas in the building. Salute OG. Go ahead, Chris.
So
Go ahead. That was great content, man. From three young fighters, right? It was three
yeah,
young fighters that were going back and forth and doing whatever they was doing. It was not a manager slash promoter and the fighter. Like it's good when the fighters do
yeah.
their thing, right? You know, it's not good when these old P Diddy's. Shout out to Suge Knight he said all in the video, all on the camera. Come to death row, right? Like, let the fighters, right? Well, go ahead, Chris. Go ahead, man. We having a good time tonight, man. It's a Tuesday, man. We just dropping some sauce. We popping it, We popping it over here.
Hell yeah.
you know. But
But yeah,
yeah,
that's
I appreciate you sending me that, man. You sent that to me, and I had a chance to dissect that and check it out. Like I said, that was good. It was entertaining. It was
yeah, it was funny.
entertaining.
And then you always tell me, man, boxing is a business, so
Yes,
that's what it was all about.
yes, absolutely, absolutely. It is a business. It is, and if the business makes sense, right? Like, but did you see how they tried to spin it? Like these guys are begging Ryan for a fight. Oh,
Right.
this, that, and the third. Like, how are they begging him? Ryan is inactive until next April.
Yeah.
Keyshawn and Shakur gonna probably have dates coming up before the end of the year. So are they begging Ryan, or they was doing them? And Ryan knows that they're active. They just came off of fights. They're hot, and he's doesn't really have nothing going on because the whole Devin Haney shit is dead. It's the Titanic. That shit done sunk now. So it's like, how do I stay relevant? Right? Come on. But these guys want to keep talking, Devin and Devin and Devin and Devin and Devin. Maybe if Devin, didn't feel some type of way about what, Top Rank being the only one to bid on his fight, and he fought Xander Martin, we'd be talking about him because he would have an active fight in that date. But he turned that down because of I guess he felt that he was lowball. But when you get these guys that's always lying about how much he makes and what he's, it just was a bad look.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So I wanted to ask you one more question though, Sauce. I wanted to ask you, did you agree with Ryan Garcia saying what he said about Lopez?
Ryan is Ryan. I don't take Ryan serious, bro. I learned, like, certain dudes, right, that really mastered the internet. And I can say Ryan has mastered the internet. Teofimo Lopez, another one that has mastered the internet, right? These guys know that regardless of what they say, they're going to get a reaction out of people. And I understand, especially covering Lopez. I know the Lopez's very well. I have a video, many videos with them, but I have one with Junior. It's me, Junior, and WCS. And they was talking about when they was putting the plan together to get Josh Taylor, and they got him. We was all right there, me, WCS, and Junior. That is his father's name. We call him Junior. Senior, but we call him Junior, T.O., the father. And, certain guys, Ryan Garcia is one, mastered the internet. Teofimo Lopez, another one, mastered the internet. You know who's starting to get they swag and learning? Timothy Bradley, another one. See, these guys know that when they say certain things, regardless if that's how they feel or not, they're going to send shockwaves. So what Ryan said about Tio and Lopez, it's like, to me, I think Ryan is just trying to stay relevant. He loves the internet. He knows that will keep him, in the loop. Toby said, be careful he said, be careful not to make your sauce too hot, Sha. Yo, Toby, the sauce is gonna be hot regardless, man. I look, Toby, that's my wave. Yo, Toby, that's my wave, right? If they don't like my internet character, fuck them, right? Look, fuck them, right? That's how I'm on it, Toby. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it, right? You know why it's a problem when I do it? Because I actually pop out. These guys be all type of internet activists and all this shit, and you never see them nowhere. You never see them. Well, go ahead, Chris. Go ahead. You got it, Chris. Man, we are cooking over here tonight. Look, I have, hold on, 47 minutes on the behind the scenes, right? 4 likes. Appreciate those likes. I don't know how many likes I have on the YouTube. I can't see. But I appreciate everybody. Tank Davis said he's the top dog. Let's refresh Twitter. Let's see what they're talking about over here on Twitter. Let's refresh it. X gonna give it to you. It's called X. My bad. Oh, Shakur Stevenson sending him the subliminals. That means that he doesn't see anything. They're using his name. I guess they're using his name right now. Oh, right. See, I just spoke about this. The show was canceled. Look, see, I haven't been on, what's the name? Caleb Plant was set to fight Trevor McCombs, right, on August 17th in Orlando, Florida. but the bout was postponed after McCombs suffered a cut over his right eye. Did he, or they didn't have the money? Because normally, right, Chris? Let me ask you this, since we're speaking on this, right? Normally, when something like this happens, don't they find a replacement opponent?
Yes, sir.
That's normal, right? So
Mhm.
why didn't they find a replacement? Why did they just say fuck the whole thing?
I don't think they got money, man. Like you said,
August,
they
yo, look,
weak.
it was supposed to be August 17th. That's the same day that Jahan Tucker's fighting in Quebec City, along with Abdullah Mason and Chris Wibata. Hopefully, I didn't say his name wrong, but you know that. But man, it says PBC's planning several Prime Video shows in the fall that won't appear on pay per view. Okay, seven, right, in the fall, so they're gonna come on strong at the end. This is what Mike Cobbins is saying. What's your thoughts on that, Tone? So the 7th month mark, they only had 3 shows. They just canceled one. So we can obviously say that one, well, not one, because they said um, they won't appear to be pay per view. Canelo Alvarez is going to be pay per view. So that's 8 shows. So maybe they're going to finish strong at the end of the year. 8 plus 3 is 11. That'll give them 11 shows for the year. Man, the PBC needs to just hang it up, man. Pack it in, man. You know, maybe Al Heyman, wherever he's at, needs to just, come clean now, brother. You need the Turkish, man. You know?
I agree. They do need the Turkish, man.
Uh, whatever you got going on over there is not working. Amazon Prime is not funding you guys. It's obvious now. You only had 3 shows. You canceled a card because of the opponent, right? And look, I know this about boxing. The main event opponent, right? Look, and watch how I break this down for you, Chris, right? The main event opponent sustained a cut, right?
Yep.
And they canceled the whole card. We just watched Boots Ennis' opponent get hurt or have fail a medical his eye. Matchroom went and found David Avanesian. The show still went on. Why is the PBC doing that?
I agree with what you always say, man. They weak right now.
For
So
real, for real. And this is just another. What's the name of that? Toby says McCon was a comeback fight for Caleb Plant. Conference or 2 a penny. Just get another one. Exactly. So like, come on. Fighters get knick-knack and hurt all the time. You don't cancel the whole show unless you need to cancel it.
right.
You just get a replacement in there. Hopefully
Uh,
hopefully some of these other more popular content creators that sit around for 3 and 8 and 10 hours discussing boxing bring this up. Hopefully
heck
they
yeah.
bring this up. And I know I'm definitely going to tweet about this. Matter of fact, I think I could tweet right now. Look, while we are
Let me ask
on
you
here,
some- Let me
let
ask
me
you something soft about.
go ahead.
I was thinking about this. I was thinking about what happened to the Charlo brothers, man. Where they at, man? I think WCS need to put some milk cartons out there.
Yeah,
See
he
where they.
does. How do you cancel, man? Let's see if we can get some let's see if we can get some people to respond to this. How do you cancel a complete card August 17th, right? Don't let's get this let's get this tweeting right here. Don't you find a replacement
Mm-hmm.
like Matchroom did for Boots? Question mark. PBC. Where are all of the internet, man, insiders to get some answers, right? Because like, how do you cancel the whole card? They canceled the whole card. You know,
I
that's
don't know how that work.
yeah, me neither. How does that work, man? Look, let's hashtag that. How does that work? Boxing, sauce, Shad News, man. And rest in peace to DMX. Somebody let me know, man. Somebody, man.
That's my God, man.
Right? They canceled the whole show, man.
Damn.
I'm gonna say funny money, man. Funny money. Word up, man. Word up. But man, Chris, that I'm glad you just brought that up. I had to tweet that real quick, man. How is that possible, right? He said
Yeah.
Stephen Fulton is really pissed over the cancellation shot. Find his tweets. Oh, let me look him up. All right, great point, Toe. You get a producer credit too. I bet you he is, because yo, the 4 million that he got, right? Because I think he got like 4 million, close to 4 million for the monster fight. That's probably gone, bro. He hasn't fought in what? Stephen Fulton, right? Cool Boy. His name should be Cool Boy. There he is right there. Thank you for that, Cole. He was another one of my guys, man. But you know, they put the PBC fix on me. Right? He said it's a good day. Clear your mind and head quick. All right, let's see what Toe was. Killing Me Softly. Yeah, he might have been talking about it right there. All right. Man. Bless this. Well, he had. Well, maybe I gotta click on some of his replies. Look, a good day in the gym. Just had to block cause he's annoying as fuck. Okay. Whatever, dude. Okay. Get the fuck out. Nobody got time for them corny ass old jokes. Okay. Killing Me Softly. Yeah, that's what I think he's talking about it right there. But maybe Tobe says something else. Me either. Man, he was sick, man. He was sick, man. He was in the gym working, man. People really assume you're not working out or training because you don't post it. Man, facts, man. Yeah, I think he said Killing Me Softly might have been it, man. Right? That's what it's looking like, man. Damn. He was looking forward to it, man. You know, like, yo, he was supposed to be the Mint Cold Main, man. That's it, yo. I don't know what they got going on over there, man. They're not finding replacement opponents, man. And a lot of times you can get a replacement for even cheaper. That's why, you know, I don't want to shit on them. I just think the money's funny, man. You know, they just announced Edgar and Canelo, man. Edgar got to get that bread, man. Canelo got to get that bread. They got to have that in the escrow. You know, they got to have that in the escrow. But go ahead, Chris. Thank you for that gem, To. Appreciate that, man. Go ahead, Chris.
I've been wanting to see Charlo Jamal fight Plant. I don't know why they didn't put him on there.
Yeah, they don't got the money, man. Come on, Chris. Chris, do we have to spell it out? They don't have the money, man. Jamal Charlo's not going to take a pay cut. This guy probably has, you know, those guys have a luxury lifestyle. He can't go out there and fight for 200,000.
So So songs with the big houses and the cars and the insurance and the lights. He had to keep his lights on, right?
Yo, 200,000. He can't. He needs a couple million. These are guys that have been fighting for millions of dollars, right? That's what they
Yeah.
said. They were fighting for millions of dollars. So now they can't fight for a couple 100,000, right? Because that's what he's going to fight for. He's going to fight for a couple 100,000. You think they got the money over there, Chris? Let's be real. If they only put on 3 shows in 7 months, it's obvious they don't have the money. When they was putting on all these shows and these guys were getting millions and millions of dollars, they were putting on a lot of shows. They can't put on shows.
Yeah, you right. You right. They
Look,
don't got the money.
Yo, that is why. Look, I am here getting my paperwork right. Cause listen, guys, you do have options, man. You do have options, man. You do have options, man. And I know some of you guys, man. You want to get away from that guy. Hey, hey, hey. I remember I remember back in the day that Coach Reed was a baby, right? Those were one of the first words she spoke. She was a baby, right? And she picked up the phone and she was like, hey. She was like, hey, like she knew what she was saying. Yeah, I'll never forget that. She was like, hey. Hey. She might have been like, I think 6 or 7 months. And she picked up, I'm telling you, kids pick up on stuff fast. Yeah, she picked up the phone and answered it. It was like, hey. I was like, it was so funny. It was so funny. I was like, wow. I was like watching, observing, knowing that when the phone rings, you answer the phone and say hello. She was like, hey. But yeah, these guys, the Charlos, man. Maybe Jamel, because remember Jamel fought Canelo and got 7-6 million. Maybe he's supporting both of them right now. Right? But a lot of these guys are just low, man. They're low right now, man. He said he might have taken them down, Shaw. He was really pissed. Said he's been keeping quiet about stuff. Maybe I should reach out to him. He says he's been keeping quiet about stuff. He's ready to explode. I'll see if I can find it. Who reported on? Yeah, he probably is told. They probably told him he had to take it down. Because Al Heyman has that clause with those guys. That's why those guys, remember the other guy that's low too. The guy with no honor, the fish, right? He used to do shit like that, and then he would have to take shit down. Remember, he said, remember when, because look, they fucked up a lot of money over there. He said, I felt blindsided. Man.
Yeah.
He said, man, they did blindsided me. And everybody on here was speculating that he was talking about Terrence. No, he was talking about Al. Because he found out that Terrence had the 50 million. Remember, Terrence really got 50 million for them from the Turk. And Al turned it down. And EJ damn near lost money. Wow, $12 out of here. Because he never made $25 million. I know these guys on the internet say all that shit. He ain't never made that, man. And he found out that Al Heyman was like, no, all money's not good money. And then he had to come back and make that dumb statement, knowing damn well he was sick as the dog. Sick as the dog. Like, I turned down $25 million.
Right.
How? Well, go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead. I was about to call you Tobe. Tobe was laughing at it. Go ahead, Chris.
Right. Salute to the Tobe guy, man. Salute to you, man.
Yeah, the UK is heavy over here, man. That's all I need. All I need is professional people, man. I don't need a whole bunch of, like I said, these guys with no motion. Because these guys with no motion, they're not doing nothing, right? Look, I get no views, but look, you can see where I'm at. I had my hour mark. I'm in my office tonight, man. I had to come. This is my actual real resume right here. I got this written up. Shout out to my people that wrote this up for me, man.
So you be keeping it popping, though, man. I have to say,
Yo,
man.
listen. Tell me this before you say what you're gonna say. Let me know if this is accurate about me, right? This is what I have written up on my resume, right? When it comes to Shy News Boxing, right? Because I'm crossing over. I said I provide leadership during times of organizational change or crisis situations. Is that an accurate statement about me?
You do.
Okay. Then I monitor budgets, right, to ensure cost effectiveness, right, efficiency, while maintaining quality standards. Now, I definitely know I fit that bill because didn't I come on here a couple months ago and I said to shout out to the Ennis family, I said to Bozy, Boots, and whoever else listened, that specific adjective that I just broke down, what I do. And where did they ended up signing at? Receiving millions and millions of dollars. Right? Receiving millions and millions of dollars. Now that is my management consulting, couple things that I put on my resume. Now, as far as media, right? This is what I said about media, right? And this goes underneath a lot of other things as well, my goods and services. But I said I process payments for customers by cash, check, or credit card and accurately accord to my company's guidelines. Now, Chris, you can attest to this. You purchase products, hats and stuff. Is that an accurate statement?
That's accurate. Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. And then I said I develop customer relationships and ensured satisfaction with the services. Is that an accurate statement? When I mailed your stuff up, I constantly hit you up and I said, yo, Chris, this is your tracking number. Let me know when you receive it. I got the notification that it came. This is accurate, right?
Yes, sir.
I had somebody write this up. And then last but not least, as a heavy equipment operator, right? I said this. I said I utilize GPS systems to navigate around job sites when operating large pieces of alternate heavy equipment. I think I have shown that with the loader, the sweepers, and things like that, or plowing snow, right? I showed that.
Yep.
And then I wanted to be a little stupid, right? I got a little stupid, and I told them to add this in. I said, whenever a couple of these internet guys think that all I do is talk, I pull up with the real razors out, and I get to beating them up. I didn't put that in there, though. I didn't put that in there, Chris. But go ahead, Chris. Go ahead, man.
So my question to you will be, I saw a little clip. I didn't really watch it all because, this guy here, he has a son. His name was Kid Austin. His daddy said that he going to be the best in the whole entire nation. And I just wanted to know how do you feel about that? And if you had a son, how would you approach that, Sauce?
I just think, Floyd Schofield Sr. is very outspoken, as you've seen with him and Keyshawn Davis going back and forth. I feel as a father, he's doing with his job. You're supposed to say that about your son. Whether it is facts, I don't know. We have to wait to see. But I think as a father, and I believe he's also some sort of a manager too. I know he's definitely his coach, but he's his manager too. So I see nothing wrong with that because you're a father, coach, these are things that you're supposed to. Like I just said, when Bill Haney does all of these things, it's not a problem. It's called great PR work. It's called being a great father. It's called great promoting and marketing. So Floyd Schofield, salute, man. You got to sell the dream. And I'm not saying the dream like that. You got to sell it. That's what I think he's doing. He's selling it.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you this. I know my boy will whoop your ass. Not my boy, but my boy. Abdullah Mason will whoop your ass.
Should I ask him if he found your sunglasses yet?
No. That somebody else got them. Don't worry about it.
Who?
I don't know. Just don't worry. We about to go to the rec. We about to shut the show down.
I'm going to the lady.
All right.
Do what you do, coach. What you do.
That's Coach. You see Coach popping up, man. It's a family affair over here. You know. But we about to get up out of here. You got anything else, Chris, before we get up out of here?
Nah, man, I ain't gonna hold you up, man. I hope you go live at the gym.
Yeah, I will. I'll go live down there and see what's going on. I'm mad. I missed my boy sparring yesterday because I was running around. I did a couple more Instacart orders, but I would have never took the order if I knew he was going to spar. He sparred yesterday. My guy Malachi. Malachi is one of my fighters. I remember.
I like Malachi, man.
Yo, if you follow my channel back then, when I first was working with him, that kid couldn't jump rope. He had all type of behavior problems. He had no confidence. Now he's sparring. You know what I'm saying? So he came a long way. He had no coordination. I mean, he couldn't even jump rope, man. And he used to get so frustrated. Now he's just, you see how I fuck with him. I'm like, yo, we're gonna get in there. I'm gonna fuck you up. I'll be like, yo, you're gonna get in there with me. See, they know I get busy. So I fuck around with them a little bit, but I'm like, yo, I'm gonna fuck you up. Because you see, when I get on that speed bag, like the last couple of times I've been coming out my bag. But normally I go on the speed bag. I want motherfuckers to think I ain't got it. So when they try to run down on me and I do this, because that they listen, when as a bodyguard, a professional, right? That's what we are taught, right? We are taught to give it up like this. And let it be known. Please don't harm me. Don't do this. So then when we do attack, when I do pop off, I'm not liable because I gave up. Right? You see, I gave up. You tried to attack me, so I had to defend myself. so I had to defend myself by all means. Right? That's why I always go like this. Please, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Or I say, please do not come closer. I'm scared. Please, give me my space. Do not get in my space. Please, you're getting too close. You're getting too close. I'm nervous. Please, I'm scared. You are scaring me. It is what it is, right? But I put it out there. You're invading my space. But Chris, close us out. Close us out tonight, Chris. I'm definitely gonna head to the gym and go live, man.
All right. I want to tell everybody, hey, you guys have to keep. I'm gonna keep on rocking the sauce. Let me get my shit right. Y'all keep rocking the sauce.
Yes, appreciate you. This is my co-host / executive producer here, man.
And thank you, Sauce, for letting me jump on your panel every time. I appreciate that. And thank you very much. And we appreciate what you do.
Of course.
And it's gonna be nationwide, man.
That's right.
So
that's a fact.
salute to the chat.
Yes. And listen, this is for all the married men right here, man. It's married men. This is for the married men. We're married, we're spoken for, but we can look at a little bit of booty.
No. But I know. But hey, what do I know?
But hey, what do I know? Shake what your mama gave ya. Shake what your mama gave ya. Shout out to all the lovely ladies out there shaking their rump shakers and short makers to do what they got to do. The source doesn't discriminate. I help to promote. You do have options. But Chris, like always, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you as always, man. Anytime, you're willing to come over here because you are a true day one supporter, man. Appreciate you, my guy.
Thank you, man. And have a good day, bro.
You Peace. Too. Peace. Shout out to my man, Christopher White, executive producer, Team Sauce, man. Well, listen, we are going to wrap this up. Head to the rec. I'll probably go live at the rec, man. Give me about 15, 20 minutes. And I'll be live at the rec. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this one up so you can watch me break down my equipment. Yes, I like breaking down my equipment now because they always talk about my equipment. But with that being said, we'll close out in style. This guy is back August 17th, Quebec City. Parlez-vous français? I was playing, man. I told you I was coming back to the city of Cowboy, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Seek and destroy. You know the vibe. Yeehaw! Appreciate it. Yes, this is Source Talk, Showtime Shot News Midi. Say I got the man himself, Mr. Sugar Hill. First off, champ, thank you for your time. This man needs a little introduction.
Sugar Hill on Sauce Talk.
That's right. Yes, this is the Source Talk with Keyshawn Davis.
The Sauce Talk, okay.
First off.
Hey, this is Coach Larry Wade, I Build Champions. Hey, I train professional boxers, and you with Sauce Talk Podcast. You don't want to miss anything that he puts on here.
Appreciate you, champ. You know the vibe.